reference. First and foremost, I'd like you to remember there was at least one innocent victim struck by gunfire last night, and one person lost their life last night. So I'd like y'all to remember them throughout this press conference. I would like to thank first and foremost State Attorney Nelson, Charge, Kirk Howard, and our perennial mutual aid partners, Neptune Beach Police Department Chief Mike Key and Atlantic Beach Police Department Chief Vic Guillo. Thank you to the law enforcement officers from those agencies also that came to our assistance last night, and the leaders for each of them, who each of those personally contacted me last night by phone when I was on the scene. They continue to offer any help as needed. I will be taking them up on that most likely. Most of all, I'd like to thank the Jacksonville Beach Police Department staff who handled those incidents last night with professionalism, dedication, and courage. Without their efforts, I believe loss of life would have been greater. I have the best staff in the country. Earlier this week, one of our intel analysts identified possible gathering of juveniles underneath the pier planned for yesterday, Sunday at 2 p.m. Anywhere from 250 to 400 juveniles in their late teens arrived at that location. Because of the intelligence information, we proactively had officers assigned to this group. This group engaged in boxing matches, fights, and other incidents, and Jacksonville Beach Police Department had to take action and disperse the crowd. When the crowd was dispersed, that's when the shootings happened. We had, of course, extra personnel already working because we received intelligence concerning this incident. In addition to this, we had TPC, St. Patrick's Day celebrations, and the regular Sunday beach crowd, and the roadways were packed. Because of the high-profile nature of this incident last night, in addition to national media coverage and public interest concerning this topic, I'm sharing as much information with you as possible. I cannot emphasize the chaotic nature of the incident last night. We are currently working with 3 separate, unrelated shootings. At this time, there are the details believed to have occurred. Any information is gathered, things may change. I'm telling you, this is only a few hours old. We're giving you the best information we have right now, and I'll emphasize once again, some of this may change. The initial shooting took place in the 400 block of the boardwalk just east of the Best Western Hotel at approximately 7:50 p.m. Officers were already present on scene and on view of the shooting, and therefore the response time was 0. We had officers on the scene. As a result, their response time was 0 seconds, like I said. They had immediately attempted to apprehend the suspects and immediately rendered medical aid to the victims' suspects. At approximately 8:13 p.m., officers on viewed a male running by a bar who displayed a pistol and fired a shot.
What?
A foot chase ensued, and during the chaos in the downtown area, the suspect eluded officers. That's scene number 2. At 8:31 hours, we responded to a shooting behind Sneakers Bar. I had command staff on the scene who heard the gunfire. I had a Atlantic Beach police officer that almost went on scene immediately. Once again, our response time was a mere seconds. At this time, I decided, based on multiple shooters unknown, multiple victims unknown, to issue an active threat alert to our reverse 911, lock down all bars, and immediately evacuate the downtown area because of the unknown circumstance of the shooter. Last night, once the bars were locked down, our main priority was to secure the crime scenes and escort all innocent civilians from the area and from lockdown businesses. Huge task on a Sunday night in Jacksonville Beach on what was basically a holiday. Lock everybody in place. We had to evacuate everybody and clear the streets and look for possible shooters or more suspects. Before we could investigate any crime scenes, we had to establish and maintain security of the crime scenes and the downtown area, while also looking for the suspect. or suspects. Our Jacksonville Beach Police Department SWAT team was also requested to assist with searches for any outstanding suspects and to escort patrons from businesses. Many of the SWAT team members were already working on scene, working their primary duties, whether
They did real
detectives or
good.
police officers or supervisors. At 8:34 p.m., we called in all crime scene investigators, all detectives, all SWAT team members, and all command staff. Additionally, the city manager and mayor responded once the scene was secure for media response and briefing. I would also like to take this time to thank the mayor and city manager. They showed up last night at my request. They have been nothing but helpful and supportive, and they remain so to this moment, and they're sitting right up front here with me. I can't tell you how much it meant to me for them to come to the scene last night and check on me, check on my guys and girls, and to be there for us like they always are. And I'd like to thank them personally, along with other city council members. At this time, all scenes have been cleared. However, investigation continues. Once again, this is multiple suspects and multiple scenes. We have multiple shell casings from pistol and rifle caliber weapons down on the ground. 2 of these firearms have been recovered. Summary: those injured involved in the shooting last night are the following. The first incident at the Best Western, 3 people in totality were injured or shot. 2 were transported by rescue, and 1 later self-reported to Mayo and was transported to Shands. 2 are in serious condition, 1 is in stable condition. I'll release suspect information in a minute. So the first shooting, 2 victim suspects shoot at each other. They are wounded and are in serious condition, surgery. 1 victim, the third, was a complete innocent bystander who was visiting from out of town.
Oh, wow.
He's in serious condition, was hit 3 times last night by gunfire. The suspect is, one suspect is a tall, thin, black male that's still outstanding, and that's all I can release at this moment. We have no ID on him right now, though. So, once again, 3 people in totality. We believe at this time that the first 2 victims were shooting at each other, and they're both victim suspects at this time. The third person was an innocent but stable at the hospital on incident 1. Incident 2, no injuries, no one hit by gunfire. The suspect who eluded officers is a tall, thin black male with a ski mask. We recovered a pistol from scene 2. The third incident, behind Sneakers Bar and Grill, in the unit block of First Street North. The victim is deceased, is a black male, 21 years of age. Next of kin has been notified. On the third call, from what we're getting from witnesses, there was some kind of disturbance. 3 suspects, all black males, presented firearms. Only 1 person shot their firearm, and that is, the description on that suspect is tall, thin, 6 foot tall black male with a short beard.
Lord.
That's all we have on that. And the other 2 suspects that pull firearms but not fire are also black male suspects. We have more information on that. We are reviewing multiple videotapes. We will take anything we can get from social media, from the police, from tipsters. You can contact us at 247 904-270-1661. Ask for a detective. Ask for the detective section. Reference the incidents from last night, or you can always call.
Hey, baby.
Numbers. We'll also take any social media that you can send us that you're aware of that's out there now.
Oh, wow.
With that said, I'm going to take some questions. We'll go one at a time. Go ahead, Tanya.
Did you have a question, Liza?
Liza, you have
Do
anything?
you have any questions? There was reports of officer firing.
We had no officer-involved shooting last night. We have no officers, once we accounted for everyone that discharged their weapons.
Good morning,
Um,
Shirley.
We probably could have an amazing restraint. Officers were concerned about background and the thousands of people running around down there on sidewalks and stuff. Rest assured, though, if they would have presented, the suspects would have met the deadly force criteria, we would have applied that deadly force if we could have, to defend the lives of ourselves or innocent civilians. Any other questions? No officer involved shooting last night. Any for you? You can come, Liza, I'll come back to you. Yes, ma'am.
Were any of the shooters arrested?
No, we have not made any arrests at this time. We're
What?
still working on the investigation. Tommy, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. We'll work our way back around if you got additional. Yes. Yes, sir.
So, is it believed that any of these shootings are gang related?
One of the suspects that's self-reported on incident 1 is a certified gang member through the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. On incident 1, he self-reported to the hospital. Yes, sir.
Is it possible that one of the suspects could have been involved in all 3 of these incidents?
From what we can tell at this time, no. We believe they're unrelated based on the first 2 suspects were hit and
Thank you, baby.
were self-reported to the hospital. The second shooting scene, the foot chase proceeded north from a local bar away from location of number 3, complete opposite direction. We had a perimeter set and we were actively looking for 2 when 3 occurred. We don't believe this time they made their way back and the descriptions are a little different. So we believe they're all unrelated and there wasn't one shooter. Yes?
Do we believe that all of the shooters were out of town, or do you think some of them were based locally?
Out of town, out of Jacksonville Beach or out of Jacksonville?
Thank you, baby. Thank
I
you
don't know at this time. As best we can tell, they're not citizens of Jacksonville Beach.
so
None of them are
much.
residents of Jacksonville or Duval County at this time. That's preliminary. So that's all I have on suspect. I've been contacted by previously before this with the big break on push on spring break enforcement. We received no solid intelligence from our people or from state agencies or JSO that we were receiving any overflow from down south, if that was your question. Best we can tell, we've received no overflow from any other spring break locations.
See, they had spring break, and we haven't had our spring break yet. Enjoyed it to the first week of April.
In the area, Northeast Florida residents. We just have received
Florida
nothing
had theirs.
online to indicate the overflow from down south. Yes, sir.
Chief, can you be a little clearer on where scene 2 is, as opposed to just in front of a bar? And then secondly, you guys secured and seized a vehicle last night, a blue vehicle, out of a parking lot for processing, I guess. Is that possibly one of our suspects' vehicles?
I'll answer the first one first. So the first scene is the 400 block Boardwalk Hotel. You got that. Scene 2 is the north parking lot of local bar, the Ritz. This had nothing to do with the establishment, someone running through. So that's number 2 location. The Ritz bar, parking lot. Number 3 location is Sneakers.
Look at the police arm, y'all, with all the tattoos.
Today you'll be able to kind of see when you
Wow.
I'm sure you'll be able to kind of get a view of what we were looking at last night.
The actual Ritz parking lot, or that parking lot adjacent to it to the north?
It's kind of a continuation from the city parking lot into their parking lot.
So heading south in that.
Heading west into their parking lot from the city parking lot.
To the east.
Okay.
So and this was a continuous foot chase.
Sure.
So, yes.
And then the vehicle.
Oh, the vehicle.
The vehicle was taken, victim's vehicle, and for safety, we secured the victim.
excuse me, go.
Yes, sir.
Chief, the fact that one person who had nothing to do with this situation was killed in this incident, I mean, I just want to know, how's your heart feeling right now?
For the victims, of course, always, because people come to the city to enjoy themselves. They live here, they visit here, and quite frankly, I'm pissed off. If you know, we have a reputation out here as a law and order city. I'm a law and order police chief. I have complete support of my city council, my city management. I don't think any of y'all that know me, y'all would have the misconception that I'm nothing but a law and order police chief. For those of y'all out there that know me, and this goes back 30 years. And like I've always said, I want you to come to Jacksonville Beach. I want you to live here. I want you to visit. But if you break the law, we're going to put you in jail.
Woo!
And some people may need some reminders of that, and that'll be forthcoming in the next few weeks. That's been our reputation, and we will consistently uphold
Well,
that.
y'all.
You need to go somewhere else.
Whoa! Y'all hear him? In other words, y'all people from Georgia, when y'all ready to go to Jacksonville Beach on on your spring break, you might not want to go to Jacksonville Beach unless you're going out there to have a good time, okay? But baby, because we're not even on spring break yet, but you got the majority of people who in Florida on spring break. But Georgia haven't been on spring break yet.
And fair warning for future,
Woo.
if you're going to commit a crime, once again, for the third time, don't come here and then whine about being arrested.
Oh, he tried to tell y'all something. You come down there. Hey, in Jacksonville on spring break, y'all know we ain't had spring break in Georgia yet. They trying to tell y'all don't come down here crying. That's what they Jacksonville trying to tell y'all don't come down here whining when you get locked up. So, in other words, go down there and have a good time.
Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to do our jobs. Okay?
Yes, sir. I understand that. Warning out for people who might want to act up in Jack's Beach. But reassure the people who want to visit Jack's Beach, who want to have that good time at the bars and beaches. Reassure their safety real quick.
Good question. We are statistically safe, a safe city. Our challenge is for 25,000 residents. We have to police a population much bigger on any given day of the week, any day of the year. Statistically, even with that huge influx, we are very safe. I mean, there's been articles on the Daily Beast per capita. We're the busiest beach in 2008. We're the busiest beach in the country with 8 million estimated visitors. So when you start to look at the stats, we're safe, but we also, if we don't make people feel safe, what are we doing? We have to make people feel safe.
Y'all ain't got to worry about me ain't coming down to Jacksonville.
Travel 15 blocks or 20 blocks away. Yesterday, it was a quiet Sunday afternoon. So I will reiterate that, once again, we are safe. With all the population influx we got every weekend, this is a one-off, but it's going to happen. It's a game of numbers. If you have 100 people visiting your city a year, and pull this number out of the air, 2% are criminals, you only have a couple. If you have 8 million people visiting your city a year, and 2% are criminals, you got a lot. So our challenge is to police this population that we get a large influx with. But I live in the city. I feel safe in the city. I think we have the best police department in the country. I have a supportive council, city council. I have absolutely supportive.
That man ain't playing. He's zero tolerance.
I have citizens that are fantastic that support us and supported us through a lot of years and a lot of trials and tribulations. I have the best staff in the country, and I feel like I'm fortunate, Chief.
I like him.
To have all this support, and so we'll get through this. But I can't stop everything. We can't stop everything.
That's right.
On every corner. I will urge a safe city, but we're going to redouble our efforts to make the perception that it's a safe city a reality. Yes, sir.
So I have some quick pieces of information that
The third incident was, stand by. Okay, the third incident was 8:31 p.m. So let me go through it again. 7:50 was number one. Number two was 8:13, and number three was 8:31.
I think they related.
Just to reiterate, which one of the incidents resulted in that death? That was the first one?
Which incident was what?
Which one of them had the death? Was that the first?
Oh, that was number three.
Number three was.
Shit, I want you to join the channel too.
As I show up on scene, in the area, the second one goes out.
I want y'all to join the channel now. I need some members.
At the bar, at the parking lot. And then a little bit later, 8:31.
Ain't but $4.
3 goes out. And although we were relatively confident that we did not have one gunman at that time with 50, 60, 70 policemen at 8:31.
What's up, Anthony?
12 block area, and I'm still having a round shot, and we have some problems. You know, all these calls were basically in front of the policemen. And
How you doing?
pretty bold.
And then
The day of my birthday.
So spring break is already a high traffic time of year in Jacksonville Beach or any beach, but especially after the shootings, are you guys planning on having increased patrol?
Anthony, I need y'all to join that channel now.
You know, we're intelligence driven. So let me.
Oh, you at school?
First.
All right, thank you. You better be doing your
I'm
work.
not gonna give away my hand. I like it to be a surprise.
I'm gonna tell your teacher you're on the phone. Get out that
They
phone.
know me. That we're gonna be doing some things. But with that said, we're intelligence driven. If I go max effort, which is all 70 of my policemen working, and call mutual aid every weekend that we have large groups of juveniles, big bar crowd, a lot of people on the beach, and a lot of people in the city on the roadways, we will literally be deploying max effort.
You say I said get off that phone. I
I
said.
let intelligence drive. Like yesterday, we were prepared. I gotta let that intel drive our efforts because there's throwing bodies and problems. When you defend everything, you're defending nothing. You're just riding around, burning your officers off, and wasting money. So, who else? Yes, sir.
Chief, normal festivities going on, if nothing were to happen, that kind of thing. How many officers
You a
do you
mess.
have working the detail? And then with whatever help you were able to get from whoever sent you whatever, how many did you end up with, do you think?
We had probably approximately 15 and 20 officers on duty between extra duty, for instance, at a couple local bars close by, to the detail, to the street people, the people working patrol. Probably 15 and 20 by the time it's ended up. 60, 70 total officers showed up.
Did you guys ever put a guesstimate to the size of the crowd you're dealing with?
No, but all of y'all have been down here on a busy weekend, you know.
Jacksonville in the house, y'all.
From I'm ballparking 5 to 15,000 at any one given time down here on First Street. So once again, and don't forget, we all have limited resources. There's not a police chief or sheriff in this country that wouldn't take more people and more money. But I have to resource allocate just like everybody else does. And don't forget, I have a tax base of 25,000, and I have 100 employees, which is a pretty good sized department for that residence, number of residents and tax base. But I have to police a population much larger. But I am. This is every beach in Florida. Every police chief and sheriff that has a beach in Florida faces the same dilemma of the influx of people.
This man don't play.
So it is difficult to resource allocate. I have 70 sworn officers, but you got to stretch that over 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Injuries, vacancies, command
Look at
staff.
his tattoo. He the first cop I seen to show the tattoo like that.
Dwindle down.
Oh, you just left
People working overtime
Panama?
yesterday, and you also have to be careful.
Oh, girl. Okay.
Hey, thank you. We're gonna wait around after the mayor's here, and I'm here, so we're gonna end this now.
Yeah, this is, but you know, that's good that y'all had. But see, this ain't never, I don't remember this ever happened. Now, it may happen like that. Now, Florida had their spring break, but Georgia haven't had theirs. So that means that Oh, that's why they had polices everywhere. So what this sergeant is saying is, if we plan on coming down there, he trying to say, if we plan on coming down there to Jacksonville, be ready. Don't be they telling y'all young people to be down there crying now, whining and stuff. And be aware they ain't playing with you. They ain't playing with y'all now. So if you plan on going to Jacksonville, Florida for spring break, y'all, we start the first week April. Uh that man right there, he may have all them tattoos on his arm, but he don't play the map. He got a good team, like Shelly just said. Panama City had all them polices out there, and then my daughter just said a few minutes ago. She said so many polices out here. I said we don't know what's going on because we ain't even start out spring break. Mm-mm. Everybody think that we having a spring break. No, baby, we ain't had our spring break yet. So he wanted y'all, if you go into them beaches, oh, they had them many kids out there. And he said that, I'm so glad, you know what, I don't condone violence, but out of 400 groups, one killed and two hurt, they came out good. They came out good with 400 uh groups together. And he said they were shooting at each other. And he said the time, I can't remember the timeline. He said that the timeline of this happening, to me, they may not be all together, but they, like he said, somebody from out of state. That's sad that boy mama gonna have a fit. That child mama gonna have a fit. Her baby didn't come home. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Didn't want him to go no way. And you know how them mama feel about they boys. But okay, y'all, today my birthday, we will be, hey, we're going to be talking about my birthday, and I want some birthday wishes, y'all, later on now. Thank you, Shannon, for the birthday wish, and Anthony, y'all, and everybody else out there. Y'all hit that like button. That would make me feel better. But look, be careful out there for spring break. Y'all spring break should be over with. Now, I was saying start. Y'all got to deal with y'all. So, okay, y'all. I love you too, Pookie. I love y'all, and thank you so much. And y'all got to join. If y'all, it's $4.99 too much to join the channel. I need to take it down to $2. Y'all want to join the channel for $2 or $4.99? If $4.99 a month too high, share it, because I can bring it down. It's $4.99 too high for y'all to join the channel, because I can bring it down to $2 a month. Y'all want me to put $4? Y'all want me to put, I think $4.99 pretty good a month. It's not too much. I know it when. Y'all make sure y'all join the channel now. I appreciate it. South Parade Island was also crazy. What? South Parade Island. I know South Parade Island. Ooh, that sounds like some pretty water. That pretty blue water there, boy. Whoa, we see y'all don't have y'all spring break. I ain't never heard of South Parade. Oh, it's in Texas. Oh, wow. They got a beach in Texas? I ain't been on that map in a long time. Ooh, wee. And that water sounds so pretty. It just sounds so pretty. I'm scared, y'all. I just can't be running out that water trying to run from bullets. I'm scared. But see, we ain't even start our spring break. That's what I'm talking about. Charge ain't started. It's one of the cleanest water. Really? That's why I know when you said South per day, it's island. It sounds like it's pretty. We don't have nothing but lakes here in Georgia. We ain't got no island. We ain't got no beaches. The only thing we got is clean lake water with the fish nipping on your feet. All right, y'all. My niece trying to call me and tell me happy birthday. Y'all know I'm getting all that birthday money, all that birthday wish. Y'all be sweet. I'll talk to y'all later, okay? And we're gonna come on here and sing happy birthday to me later, okay? I always wanted to live there. In Georgia, man, Georgia law is strict. But it's a beautiful place to live at in Georgia County. There's so many different places that you can live, especially when you come to Atlanta, All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Bye-bye, y'all. Get out that phone, Anthony.